God's not a quitter. In Genesis 6, verses 5 and 6, we read that God began to see that every inclination of the human heart was only evil all the time. And a bit later, we go on to see that God made a decision that he was going to wipe the earth clean. Not that he was going to wipe the earth clean and start over, just that he was going to wipe the earth clean. But then in verse 8 comes this incredibly redeeming verse. It says, "But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord." And we know what happens next. God tells Noah to build an ark, and Noah fills that ark with food and with animals and with people. And God spares all of those things that are in the ark during the flood. God doesn't give up on the world. One thing that the flood story can teach us is that it shows us God's commitment to the world. It shows us his commitment to his creation, to the animals, to the earth, to people. God loves the world. Violence and injustice and wickedness hurt God's heart like crazy. But even amidst all those things, God doesn't give up. God's not a quitter. What's your attitude towards the world? Do you look at the state of the world and say things like, well, the world's going to hell in a handbasket, and then throw your arms up in the air in disgust and give up on it? Or like God, do you care about the world, even amidst all of the violence and the brokenness that we see in the world today? The very familiar words of John 3, verse 16 come to mind. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son. God loves this world so much that he sent his only Son to die for it. Do you love the world like God loves the world?